Tanner Willoughby has 4.
Our next broadcast will come to you live this Friday night, live at School of the Osage, where we just plug the internet right into the wall and don't have any problems there. Also, it's going to be court warming this Friday night, so going to be a big night down at School of the Osage. If you can't make it down, you can find the game right here at 102.7, as well as through MoSportsZone.com, YouTube, and the KQUL Cool 102.7 Facebook page. But Osage kind of in a dogfight here tonight. This California Pinto team, Steve, they are well coached. Coach Brandon Cleathermos, he has been around for a long time, did a stint in Eldon before coming out here to California. And it was one of those things, Steve, where I hate being right like we were in the pregame about how nothing is a given and you have to come out and focus against every opponent. And California has always given us fits here at California. And so far tonight, no different. This third quarter underway. Brought to you by Berkshire Hathaway and Matt Shrimp. And probably not the start Coach Inshaw was looking for there.
Yeah, Luke Wolf picking up his 3rd foul. We had the Pinto sticking his hand there. I didn't miss who it was, sticking his hand in right there, just popping that ball out, and Luke tries to recover it and commits the foul in process. So here we go. The Pintos with the ball coming back the other way.
California just playing with all the momentum right now, playing with all the energy. They know after those first 2 quarters that they can hang with this team. They can compete with this team. And right there, another offensive rebound and putback. And how many offensive rebounds have there been tonight for California? Maverick hands it off for Wall. He can't finish at the rim. Gets his own rebound. And the putback is good, and he'll go to the line for one more.
Yeah, speaking of offensive rebounds there, nice job by Wall there. Padding the stats and missing the first attempt. Bring it right back down and back up strong. And who'd we have for is that the 3rd foul there for?
Cushion.
Free throw no good. Keeps the game at 3. Now back the other way come the Pintos quickly. This is Fitzwater with it. Goes over to Porter on the wing. Now into the corner once again for Fitzwater. Willoughby trying to deny that pass. It goes to Oliver. Now Dunham. Back over on the wing. 6:54 left to go here in this third quarter. Wide open 3 up front iron. No good. Harrison fights for the board and rips it down. Osage a chance to extend this lead now. Nobody steps to Harrison. He goes into the lane. He loses his footing, but gets the ball out to Willoughby. Willoughby trying to go inside to Wall. Wall over to Maverick. Maverick working baseline. Spins in. Tough fadeaway baseline jumper, but gets it to go to make it a 5-point game.
Maverick's got double digits, 11. 6:26 left in this third quarter. Osage up by 5.
Trying to go to Oliver, but Maverick read the passing lane there. A little bit of a miscommunication on defense, but Maverick recovered quickly. But as he steals the pass, he steps out of bounds, so a turnover. Or not really a turnover. It stays here.
Well, that's the kind of energy we need from Osage right there.
Dunham into Harrison, a ton of contact, but the shot still falls for Dunham. Makes it a 3-point game once again.
Dunham's got 11. Hard to believe there was no whistle at all. Jackson Long with a long 3.
No good. Weak side rebound. Down for Porter. Now Maverick jumps the passing lane as they try to go to Dunham underneath the basket. Osage with numbers, a 4-on-3. Kicks it out in the corner, wide open. Tanner Willoughby, 3-pointer up, no good. Fight for the board. Harrison has it for the Indians. He'll hand it off to Long. Jackson steps into another triple. Back iron, no good. Long rebound out the Wall. Wall over to Maverick. He'll pump fake the 3. Now dribbles in. Tries to hand it off to Harrison, but that pass tip knocked away. California has it. This is Fitzwater across the timeline. Gives it over to Cushion. Cushion working on Wall. Now California will reset. I don't know if you've noticed, Steve, a couple possessions here already for the Pintos, and they are taking their time on offense. Watch how long this possession is. Fitzwater trying to go inside. The recipient of that pass was not paying attention, and Maverick Trusty is the benefactor. He tries to attack. Basketball knocked away, out of bounds. Baseline inbound coming up for the Indians.
Behold the power of the broadcaster there. You talk about how long that possession is going to be, and then we create the turnover. Do that again.
Watch this. California going to try and inbound it. I wouldn't do that down here. He said it's Osage's ball. So a baseline inbound coming up for the Indians. What else you want me to jinx, Steve? There's no way you'll win the lottery.
Oh, I love it.
No, I don't want that to happen. You'll stop being my partner.
Nice pass from Maverick to Ethan Wall on the interior, and Ethan finishes.
Wall's got 9.
So Maverick gets it on the inbound and quickly gets it over to Wall. Ton of contact there. Wall able to absorb it and then come down with a defensive rebound. Osage a chance to extend this lead to the biggest of the night so far. Maverick with it up top, picks up his dribble, goes over to Long. Long pump fakes the shot, now steps back, gives it over to Harrison up top. Harrison inside to Wall. Hands it back off to Harrison. Shot on the rim, no good. Wall there for the rebound, kicks it out to Long. Long will step into a triple. Front iron, no good. Fight for the board. Harrison has it. And before he can go up for the shot, they say foul on the floor. Oh, my gosh. They say jump ball, and it goes back to California. I mean, I try not to be blatantly biased, but, man, that's a tough call there. 42-37, 4:34 left to go here in the third quarter. Brought to you by Berkshire Hathaway and Matt Schrimpf. Harrison jumps the passing lane, but tips it out of bounds, stays here with California. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. Osage up by 5 with 4:32 left to go in the third. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
The season's over, and it's a great time to inspect your dock for any damage. Dam Steel and CWD Supply have everything you'll need to get your dock back to like-new condition. From cables and clamps to bumpers and structural integrity, they've got you covered. Make sure your dock is ready before another season takes a toll. Located right on D Road in Osage Beach. Stop by or call them today. Dam Steel and CWD Supply, your trusted steel and dock people since 1982. Don't wait. Schedule your dock inspection now. Back to Osage Indians Basketball on Cool 102.7.
4:32 left to go here in this third quarter. Brought to you by Berkshire Hathaway and Matt Schrimpf. Osage up by 5 against the California Pintos, but 5 is the largest lead of the night, Steve, for either team, as it has been a back-and-forth affair as the Pintos have hung tough in this one.
Hey, and the script here is following exactly what the California Pintos and Coach Cleathermos would have written up. Okay, we're just going to hang with them. We just hang with them all game long, and then we're going to try to steal it at the end.
Osage coming out in a 2-3 zone here. Ball goes into the corner. Now trying to go inside. They hand it off for the easy finish at the rim. And that's Eli Porter with the bucket.
He's got 14 tonight, 42-39 in favor of the Indians. We're halfway through this third quarter.
I mean, he just ran to a spot and they gave it to him. Now Maverick Trusty with a beautiful handoff there to Ethan Wall, who finishes at the rim. Wall in double digits tonight.
Having a great night on a night that we need him to have a great night.
Yeah, Long struggling to get his shot to fall. Nice to see Wall stepping up and get some buckets for the Indians here off the bench. Luke Wolf in foul trouble for the Indians. Osage sticking with this 2-3 zone here. And you'd like to see them take away the interior shots, but once again, that's exactly what California gets. And then a foul on the rebound as Wall and Dunham. And it's a foul on California, so back to the Indians here. Now Landon Hayes checks in, a junior for California.
Dunham with his second of the night.
Osage a chance to extend the lead here to the biggest of the night. Wall with it up top. Maverick trying to find Wall cutting through the lane. Now Long with it up top. Works away from a Harrison screen. Now gives it into Harrison. They say, I think the foul was on the floor. Harrison tried to put up the shot as he was being fouled, but I think they're going to go ahead and call it on the floor, so a baseline inbound coming up. If that's on Dunham, that's his third. And that's back-to-back fouls for Dunham, getting him in the stat book. Not how we'd want to be.
No, he's got 11 on the night.
11 fouls?
3 fouls. No.
That doesn't even...
They don't let you do that. That's how I played.
Off the inbound, goes to Wall. Wall hands it off to Willoughby. Willoughby uses a screen with Harrison. Harrison now trying to work on the interior. Wall going right at Dunham. It looks like Dunham might have got a hand on that one. Now California back the other way. Trying to go inside. Oliver out in the corner. Three-pointer up. Rims off. No good. Fight for the board. Tipped out and contained by the Pintos. Now Oliver once again will step into a triple. Front iron. Back iron. No good. Fight for the rebound. Ball knocked out of bounds off California. Back to the Indians. Brady Clark and Tyler Marshall check in as Ethan Wall and Tanner Willoughby take a seat.
Osage up by 5, 44-39, 2:57 left in this third quarter. Osage winning this quarter by 2, 8-6 is the quarter score.
Long with it up top, hands it off to Harrison. Harrison fakes the handoff. Now he goes right to the basket. Nobody steps to him. It might have been a little bit too much English on that finger roll, but it still extends this Osage lead to 7. 2:39 left to go here in the third quarter. Brought to you by Berkshire Hathaway and Matt Shrimp.
Harrison with 15. He's 6 for 7 inside the arc.
Ball knocked loose and recovered right at the half-court line. And a timeout taken by Coach Clee Thermos as his team was not in a good spot there. Want to remind you once again, if you missed it, I know we've had some technical difficulties tonight. Our next broadcast will come to you live Friday night. We'll be back home at School of the Osage. It will be court warming. Couple King candidates on the floor tonight for School of the Osage, Steve.
Dubs and Clark, right?
Dubs and Clark. And I got a chance. I went down there pregame, talked to a couple of players. That's where Tyler Marshall told me he was a Seahawks fan, which I still don't believe. And Dubs and Clark were sitting next to each other. And I said, so is this the King's Court over here? And Dubs said, you could call it that. And I said, I will not call it that, Robert Dubs.
Why is it so hard for you to believe that someone else other than you is a Seahawks
Listen,
fan?
here's the thing that I like. Tyler Marshall, at his age, seems like he came in as a Seahawks fan when they went to the Super Bowl a couple times. And that's fair weatherness. He has not had to endure the pain and suffering I have had to endure as a Seahawks fan.
When and why did you become a Seahawks fan?
It felt right.
It felt right.
Why am I a Utah Jazz fan?
That's also a great question.
Why am I a Mizzou fan?
Okay, that makes sense.
I think I just like pain at this point. That seems to be what's checking all the boxes here. I just like to be in total pain.
46-39 in favor of the Osage Indians. We're playing ball again. It's 2:17 left in this third quarter.
Nice job saying the score and the time, Steve.
We got to put them together.
We have been on top of it tonight. Nobody can hate on the broadcast tonight, Steve.
Oh,
well,
you know.
Except for the whole video thing. Take to the basket, shot up, no good. Clark down with the rebound for the Indians. Now Osage up ahead, long, wide open on the wing. He'll step into a triple. Rims off, doesn't go, but Marshall there for the rebound and put back. Tyler Marshall. Right place, right time for him.
We'll give the assist to Jackson Long there. Nice rebound there by the motor. 48-39. 1:33 left in this third period.
Osage walking this lead out right now to 9 points. Good defense from Harrison. Ball goes up top. Spin move into the lane, now on the baseline. Dunham, and Clark tries to back tap it, but gets called for the foul. That'll be the second on Osage in this quarter. Got confirmation from Danny Trusty, who coached Tyler Marshall at the youth level, Steve. He said Tyler Marshall used to show up to basketball practice in a Seahawks jersey.
Okay, wait a minute. So,
well, see, basketball practice is...
So Coach Trusty had an opportunity to try to do something about that, and he just let it go?
He couldn't intervene and stop the pain and suffering.
Intervention, man. Let's do something about that.
If I'd have had that as a child, Coach Trusty, you had one chance to save him. That's all right.
It's unfortunate.
1:14 left to go. Marshall working up top against Rutledge. Into the lane, no good. Rebound down for Harrison. He kicks it up ahead to Marshall. Marshall hands it off to a long baseline jumper up and in, and it is a double-digit lead now for the School of the Osage Indians.
Jackson Long with his second bucket of the night. 50-39 in favor of the Indians. We got less than a minute left in this third quarter.
Nice job by Harrison getting that rebound and getting it out quickly, letting Osage get out in numbers. And now another turnover out on the perimeter as Rutledge has nowhere to go.
Osage on an 8-0 run here in this third quarter, taking things over. Quarter score of 14-6.
On the interior, they're going to call a jump ball, so it'll stay here with Osage.
Got a baseline inbounds. Brady Clark here. Given that task.
Off the inbound, long pump fakes the three, has it on the wing, goes inside to Harrison. Here comes the help defense. Now Harrison surrounded by two Pintos, tries to go up and over and just takes the rebound away, gets a defender off the floor, finishes at the rim, and he'll go to the line for one more. Just all hustle there from Blake Harrison. Could you have called a push foul on the rebound? Possibly, but he just takes it away from the California player, Steve, and then does his pump fake, gets the defender off the floor, finishes the shot, and he goes to the line for one more.
Just the determination and grit it takes just to take the abuse there in the paint. Just keep fighting. You're just fighting, you're fighting, you're fighting. Harrison, he's got 17 on the night, a chance to make more here. There he goes.
His free throw is good, and now this lead balloons to 14. Back the other way come the Pintos. Nice job by Marshall jumping that passing lane, but the ball goes right back to California. And Eli Porter, who goes up, and he's fouled.
Putting that one on, we're about to see here. Brady Clark, is that? Yeah, his second of the night.
53-39, though. Osage out in front with 20 seconds left to go here in the third. First free throw rims around, no good.
Osage on an 11-0 run here. Porter trying to put a stop to that if he can make this second free throw, and he does. He's got 15 on the night. 53-40 in favor of the Indians. We've got 16 seconds left in this third period.
Maverick with it up top now. Goes away from the screen, dribbles in, avoids the contact. Finger roll layup at the rim, no good. Fight for the board, ball being knocked around. I think Harrison might have taken one on the chin. Fouls on the floor with 6 seconds left, but I believe that's the 5th team foul on California, which would send Harrison to the free throw line.
Third foul on Hayes for the night. Blake is 4 for 5 from the stripe here tonight. Got 2 more coming his way. Making the first one. He's got 19. Osage up 54-40. Winning this quarter 18-7. This is the quarter they needed here to take over this game.
Really the last couple minutes. Because California hung tough there at the beginning and actually got the lead down a bit, but now it's ballooned up to 15. Three-pointer up as time expires. No good, and Osage will take a 15-point lead into the final quarter, 55-40 after 3. We'll take a break, come back with that final quarter after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you've saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Mills & Sons Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people. At 2701 Bagnell Dam Boulevard. Call us at 365-2002 or visit our website at millsinsurance.com. We're on your side because life happens.
Cool 102.7 and Osage Indians Basketball. Now, back to the action on the court.
Back here in California, Missouri, Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams. Wild Wild West on the camera for us on the MoSportsZone stream. And Chris Boom Boom Cannon back in the studio. 3 quarters of play in the books, and Osage up 55-40, a 15-point lead over the Pintos. And Steve, Osage shooting 1 for 15 from the three-point line tonight. California shooting 1 of 12 from the three-point line tonight. If you like three-point shooting, if you just like three-point shooting, great game for you. If you like three-point making, not a great game for you tonight.
I'm about to put my coat on because it's cold. It's cold in here.
Well, it shouldn't be too cold. We're building a brick house.
But there is ice hanging off the rims there if you're shooting beyond the arc.
Tough shooting for both teams. I believe Maverick Trusty has the lone 3 for the Indians tonight.
That's accurate. It was a long 3. It was an impressive shot.
Yeah, that counted for 4, actually, I believe. Starters back on the floor for the Indians. That includes Willoughby and Wolf. Wolf playing with 3 fouls. Ball goes in the corner. Three-pointer up and good from the Pintos to start this quarter, and that's Blaine Cushion.
Cushion with his first bucket of the night.
Willoughby has it, goes over to Long on the wing. He gets a screen from Willoughby. Into the lane, picks up his dribble, looking for help, finds Maverick up top. Maverick out to Willoughby, pump fakes the 3, dribbles in, now back out to Maverick. Wolf posting up, here comes the entry pass, tough lane. Wolf actually tracks it down, turns around, puts up a 7-footer, no good. Harrison, rebound, put back,
good. Foul. Right place, right time, Steve. And you know what? We saw this the other night in Buffalo as well. Good players have a knack for having the basketball come to him. And Blake Harrison on the offensive glass has had the ball come right to him a few times.
He's got 22, make it 23. 58-43 in favor of the Osage Indians here. We're just under, a minute into this fourth and final period.
California with the basketball. Osage playing a very aggressive man-to-man here, still switching on everything. Now there's that backdoor cut, but they lost a handle on it. They dribble it back out. Cushion with it up top. He's picked up by Harrison. Spins in, picks up his dribble. There's another backdoor cut. Reverse layup, no good. Harrison with the rebound. Now Harrison pump fakes into the lane, kicks it out to Willoughby. Over to Maverick Trusty, wide open on the wing, and his three is up. And if you like three-point making, that shot's not for you. But if you like three-point shooting, it has been a lot of threes tonight. Maverick Trusty getting the second triple of the night to go for School of the Osage, and that'll put him up 61-43. And if you had the Indians tonight, Steve, at plus 19.5, we're getting real close.
Well, I tell you what, at halftime you would have thought you're coming out a loser on that deal. It was tight.
And yet, maybe this is just me, and you can kind of call me out if that is the case, but
I will.
While this is an 18-point lead for the Indians, it still hasn't quite felt like the energy level has been up to what we've seen in games like Bolivar and St. James and that that Salem game for a while. It still kind of feels like at times going through the motions.
Well, for sure, but you look at that third quarter, we win that quarter 19-7. That's pretty, you can't hang your head about that kind of effort. Holding your opponent to single digits and almost scoring 20 there. You string some quarters together like that, and you're going to win a lot of games.
6:29 left to go here in this fourth quarter, brought to you by United Rentals. Osage with an 18-point lead. Now this is Oliver with it, goes over to Dunham. Dunham has it in the corner, working on Wolf, spins in, ball knocked up in the air. Fitzwater retains possession. He goes cross court over to Pace. Pace into the corner, three-pointer up, no good, fight for the board. Harrison has it, but it's taken away by Fitzwater. Fitzwater back over, another three up, no good, but another offensive rebound by Oliver, and he puts this one back up and in. Back the other way come the Indians. Maverick off a screen. He'll step into another triple and gets that one to go. Back-to-back triples for the Magician. Extends this lead to 19.
5:43 left in this fourth quarter.
Good defense there from Maverick Trusty, but a really tough shot from Fitzwater. But I like that defense from Maverick. Fitzwater got right into his chest, but he did not falter at all and stuck in there, defended the shot, but a really tough shot there from Fitzwater.
64-47, 5:22 left in this final quarter.
Maverick inside to Luke Wolf. Wolf goes to work, shot on the rim, no good, weak side rebound down to Dunham. Now Wolf sticks his hand in trying to deny the handoff, and that's going to be Luke Wolf's fourth foul. Objection, Your Honor.
Yeah, he has spent some time, unfortunately, on the bench tonight in foul trouble. Not something we often see from Luke Wolf, is my impression. He usually is able to stay out of foul trouble, but he's been there tonight.
There's something about it tonight. Now they try and isolate him on the inbound. Ball kicked out. Three-pointer is going to go up. Rims off. No good. Harrison has the rebound for the Indians. Falls to the deck. Tries to go back over to Luke Wolf, but Coach Henshaw calls the timeout before the outlet is made. We'll take a quick timeout as well. 5 minutes even left to go here in this fourth quarter. Osage up by 17. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Since 1977, Kelly's Port has been the trusted name for boating at Lake of the Ozarks. Whether you're chasing fun with the best selection of Bennington pontoons or cruising into the sunset on a luxurious Tiara yacht, Kelly's Port has the answers to your boating dreams. They're the #1 Regal Boats dealer in the nation. Plus, they carry Ski Nautique and Grady White. Sales, service, financing, storage. They've got it all. Kelly Sport in Osage Beach and on the 19.5-mile marker. This is Osage Indians Basketball. Back to the game. Back to the game on Cool 102.7.
Fourth quarter action up here in California, Missouri, as the Indians look to start the Tri-County Conference part of their schedule with a win here tonight. California has hung tough throughout, but now Osage a 17-point lead in this fourth quarter.
5 minutes away from closing this one out. Let's finish strong here. Let's play some good ball. Luke Wolf swinging it out to Maverick Trusty. He can miss him. He misses that one.
And the rebound comes down to Dunham. Now back the other way come the Indians.
Trusty had 2 straight threes before that.
Now going right to the basket and call a foul on Harrison as Fitzwater tries to do an acrobatic shot at the rim. Couldn't get it to go. So that foul on Harrison, his second, will put Fitzwater at the free throw line. Fitzwater, a sophomore for this California squad. And his first free throw is good.
One more coming his way. 64-48 in favor of the Indians. He misses the second. Luke Wolf with the rebound.
Gives it over to Willoughby. He'll go cross court to Maverick across the timeline. California switching to a 1-3-1 zone. Look for the corners here. The corners and the free throw line. That's how you want to attack a 1-3-1. Wolf to Willoughby. Up top to Maverick. Maverick right to left. Now here comes the trap. But Maverick fouled by the aforementioned Fitzwater.
His third of the night.
And his third of the quarter on California. I think, is that right? Or just 2 this
I've got
quarter?
2.
Okay. They were very quick on the draw with that. Because I looked over relatively quick, Steve.
You're fast.
Look at that. Watch how fast I
You're
look.
a fast looker.
That's right.
I've been called a lazy looker. You know?
To each their own, okay?
It's hurtful. It's hurtful.
To each their own.
Whoever needs to hear that.
California switching back to a man-to-man defense. Long trying to go inside to Harrison. Led him just a bit too far. Thrown out of bounds. Turnover back to the Pintos. 3:57 left to go here in this fourth quarter. Brought to you by United Rentals. A 16-point lead on the board for the Indians. This is Porter with it. Backing in Long. Going right to the basket now. A step on his defender. Chase Trimble finishes the layup to make it a 14-point game with 3.5 left to go in this fourth.
Trimble's got 3 on the night. Had 1 free throw, and that's his first bucket there.
Maverick going away from the screen, has to pick up his dribble, looking for help. Now that ball going up top to Long. Long will get a screen from Wolf. They switch on it. Long will step back into a 3
Love it.
and
Love
gets it to go.
I just love that he's a shooter and he's going to shoot. Knocks his first one down of the night. He's got 7.
Willoughby knocks it away from Rutledge, but California maintains possession. And pump fake gets Wolf off the ground, and I believe that was Trimble that finishes once again at the rim.
Trimble saying, hey, you got 4 fouls? I'm going to go right at you.
At him. 2:47 left to go here in this fourth quarter. Maverick with it up top. He's got Trimble on it.
Just kind of letting the clock drain here.
Hands it off to Wolf. Now Maverick gives it to Luke Wolf, who goes right to the rim and finishes. Takes a little bit of contact, but finishes through that contact. Luke Wolf has 4 tonight.
69-52 in favor of the Indians. 2:15 left in this final quarter.
Rutledge over to Trimble. Ball goes out in the corner to Rutledge. Hands off to Trimble. Trimble pump fakes the 3. Now pump fakes another 3. Gives it out to Oliver. Oliver trying to go inside to Dunham. Dunham backing in Harrison, and then gets to his spot on the block. Tough angle, but gets it to fall. Under 2 minutes to go here. A 15-point lead for the Indians.
Dunham with 13. That's his first bucket. Only a second bucket here in the half in the first bucket of the fourth quarter.
To Long on the wing. Trying to go inside. That pass tipped, knocked away. Inadvertent whistle, I believe.
And we're trading them out. 5 for 5 on the California side. kind of putting up the white flag with that one. We got 1:30 left in this contest. Osage up 69-54.
Tyler Marshall checks in for the Indians.
And Craig's got 5 new names he's got to learn.
Long to Harrison on the opposite block, and he finishes the basket at the rim for the Indians.
Harrison with 25 on the night, 71-54 in favor of the Indians.
Now Harrison trying to jump that passing lane. Wolf does jump that passing lane. Ball knocked out of bounds. And Coach Henshaw not quite ready to empty his bench yet. That pass tip knocked away. Wolf has it. And he can't finish the layup, and the rebound comes down to Pace. Now Pace kicks it up ahead. Oh, nice jump step there, Steve. Good move right at the rim there for Landon Hayes.
Yeah, Hayes with the bucket. He's got 4 on the night. 71-56 in favor of the Indians. We have 45 seconds left in this contest.
Long hands it off to Harrison. Harris's shot is blocked at the rim.
You don't see that happen very often.
And now back come the Pintos. Spin move into the lane. Pace up and in.
First bucket of the night for Pace. He's had a few attempts. That's the first one he gets to fall.
So 20 seconds left here. 13-point game. Wolf with it. We'll hand off to Marshall. Marshall to Long. Under 10 seconds to go here.
It's the final countdown, folks.
And Osage will bring home a win tonight, but they had to work extra hard for it. 71-58 going to be the final score as the Indians defeat the Pintos, go to 1-0 in Tri-County Conference action. We'll take a break, come back with the post-game show and interview, get you set for Friday night. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Rock Island Insurance, the pro team for your insurance needs. At Rock Island, they keep you on track with coverage you can afford for home, vehicle, property, casualty, and life. Juke the big hits. And let Rock Island Insurance block the way when it comes to your insurance needs. A proud supporter of our Osage Indians. Look them up online and Facebook. Rock Island Insurance, keeping you on track.
Hey, Missouri. When you're looking for a reliable pit stop, look no further than Eagle Stop. Family owned with over 50 locations. Whether you're gassing up or grabbing snacks, you'll always get a clean, consistent, and quality experience. And you're going to want to reward yourself with snacks, drinks, and fuel discounts. Download their brand new app today. Earn points with every purchase. Eagle Stop, where your journey is their passion. Stop by today and see why they're Missouri's favorite.
Got a savings account for car problems you didn't see coming? Who does? Thankfully, Big O Tires has you covered with Big O Financing. So if you need tires, brakes, or any other type of maintenance, your locally owned Big O Tires can help. And if that's not easy enough, you can schedule your appointment right now at BigOTires.com. Easy financing, easy appointments. Big O Tires, always working hard to cover you and your vehicle's blind spot. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Schedule an appointment now at BigOTires.com.
At Lake Regional Health System, excellence is everywhere, in the care of a nurse and the dedication of a doctor. As our pursuit of excellence continues, we're proud to announce our membership in the Mayo Clinic Care Network. Their specialists in research supporting ours, because excellence lives here. Learn more at lakeregional.com/Mayo.
Game analysis, stats, and more. It's Osage Indians Basketball. And this is the postgame show on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Back here in California, Missouri, the school of the Osage Indians get the win tonight over the California Pintos. Final score 71-58. Starting Tri-County Conference action 1-0. Post-game show here, putting on the headset. Joining me here is Ethan Wall. And Ethan, you knew coming into tonight that California, losers of their last 5, but it just kind of feels like this is a team. You've now been doing this for 4 years. They play you guys hard. Yeah. You come up here on this court. You had a tough one here 2 years ago. Yeah. They came to Osage last year. You knew you were in for a fight tonight, and that's exactly what you got in the first half. Talk about the adjustments that made at halftime to kind of come out and take over that third quarter.
We just wanted to keep playing good defense. And, sometimes we play bad defense, but at the end of the day, if we play good defense and we keep scoring in the paint or even around the perimeter, we can win games.
And I think that's what we saw tonight. Osage did not shoot well from the perimeter, really having to focus on inside, whether that be offensive rebounds or moving the ball on inside. Luke Wolf getting into foul trouble. Coach Inshaw likes his rotations, but sometimes with this foul trouble, Ethan, you got to step in there.
Yeah.
Talk about your mentality having to go in there and step up off the bench.
Oh, it's fun because I get to play with Blake. Like, usually in practice, I don't really play with Blake because I play the 5 in practice, but when I get to play with Blake, it's fun because we, work off of each other and have the same mentality of wanting to score every time. So then I watch him and I do what he does.
Indeed so. Now you come out in that third quarter and you take control, and you kind of control the game down towards the end. Talk about bringing the game home at the end after you get the lead.
We just wanted to play good defense at the end. We let them score a couple, but as long as we won by a decent amount, that's all we wanted, to come out with a win.
Of course, I'm sure you're thinking about Tri-County Conference, but also a district opponent. Talk about just getting ready for postseason play as this season rolls along.
Yeah, ultimately we want to win the conference again, but we need to win the district championship. So
I mean, districts is basically conference.
Yeah, it is.
with all the teams in there. But a good win tonight. That's Ethan Wall joining us. And Ethan, you should stick around and talk to Steve. See if we can get you a nickname worked out for the rest of the season as we get the headset over to Isaac Yoder here. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, Ethan. Isaac, over there talking to Wild Wild West. Get you the headset on here. Isaac, I want to just talk about this game, obviously, in the 2 different halves that we saw. Osage come out just looking a little flat, can't really get their outside shots to fall, and California kind of punched you guys in the mouth. It's been a tough go here at California the last 4 or 5, 6 years. You knew a Tri-County Conference opponent. You knew a district opponent was going to be a tough one tonight. Talk about that first half only here before we step into the second half and what California was able to do to Osage.
Yeah, in the first half, we knew coming in that it was going to be extremely physical. It's a Tri-County opponent. I mean, that's the way it is. And in the first half, it was. And we knew that coming in, and they controlled the tempo a little bit in the first half, and we took some shots that, that wasn't the best that we could have taken. And so, and that's kind of the first half, how California controlled the tempo there.
Now, it came out in that second half, and really that second half of the third quarter, you were kind of able to walk that lead away. What was Osage doing in that third quarter that they weren't doing in the first half to get the lead and the advantage there?
We really picked up ball pressure on the defensive end, creating those turnovers through the ability to pressure the ball. And that led to easier scores on the offensive end.
Now, I don't want to state the obvious. I mean, you weren't here last season for the run that School of the Osage had, winning conference. Something that Osage hasn't done in a long time. You played here for 4 years. It's a very difficult conference to win in. But now talk about the Indians having to play with that target on their back, having to take team's best shot as they're the defending champions coming in. And basically, what's the mentality and the mindset this team has to have now that they go from underdog to the guys on top?
Right. I mean, we know if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And we won Tri-County last year, so that's us. And so, we know that target's on our back, and we know that coming into every Tri-County game.
Yeah, because you're going to get the team's best shot, and that's exactly what we saw here tonight. But Osage able to fend off the Pintos and bring home the win tonight, 71-58. Coach, congratulations, and we'll talk to you Friday.
Thank you.
That's Isaac Yoder joining us here for the post-game show. Steve Adams still working out a nickname for Ethan Wall. It's already there? Okay. Steve, what did he say? What did he say his nickname was?
E-Wall.
E-Wall?
That's just what it is.
Yeah, that'd be easy to make a graphic
E-Wall.
for. Thanks, man.
Wall, you got to play off the wall.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so Osage gets the win here tonight, 71-58. Steve, what do you have as far as stats for the Indians?
All right, here's our scores. Blake Harrison with 25 tonight. Jackson Long with 7. Tyler the Motor Marshall with 3. Maverick Trusty, 17. Ethan Wall with 11. Luke Wolf with 4. Tanner Willoughby with 4.
A hard-fought victory here for the Indians tonight over the Pintos. Coach Brandon Clee-Thermos had his team ready to go tonight, and we came into tonight knowing that we were going to get a prepared California squad. They punched the Indians in the mouth early on. They really make it a scrappy dogfight, but Osage
able to pull away in that third, kind of a tale of two halves, and bring home a win tonight.
Hey, it comes down to that third quarter, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you just can't. California has a lot to feel good about in terms of their effort. Obviously, they don't feel good about the results, but they're going to look at that third quarter. It's just going to stick out to them like a sore thumb. You can't just lay down 7 points in a quarter and expect to keep up with Osage. And really, when it looks, Osage, what's their average is, about 73 a game. We score 71. So right there at the average, we're giving up. We gave up a little more points maybe than what we wanted to give to California. What are you thinking? I'm putting it on you first. Player of the game.
Yeah, Mills & Sons Insurance, MVP of the game. I mean, I think you got to go with Blake Harrison tonight. Just the hustle on the offensive glass. He was able to give Osage some second, even third opportunities on offense, and then take advantage of those second and third opportunities to score points. And I know it's easy to go with the guy with the most points, but I'd venture a guess that he had the most rebounds tonight as well, and really fought for everything he had to give. There was nothing coming easy Blake Harrison's way tonight, and that's who I got to go with tonight.
I'll throw a couple more names, and one of them you just talked to, Ethan Wall. Ewall will say. And, he scores 11, but 6 of those were in that third quarter. So 6 of our 19 points came from Ethan Wall in a quarter when we really needed to happen. And the other, I was just talking about Maverick Trusty here, okay?
Yeah.
He scores 17 tonight. He has those 2 big threes in the fourth quarter. And just the energy level on a night when we were struggling to have just, energy all throughout the game. He was an exception to that. So he was filling a vacuum there for sure. Sometimes you got to win when you don't play your best.
And we've mentioned Maverick Trusty's name the last 3 or 4 games now, and that lets you know that he's playing a string of good basketball for School of the Osage. So we'll see if that continues on Friday night. The Indians will be back home at School of the Osage. It'll be court warming, so expect a little bit later start, a little bit of a longer broadcast on Friday night, as the Indians will take on the Centralia, I believe Wildcats, right? Yeah, Centralia. It's a cat of some kind. It'll be Osage and Centralia on Friday night. But for tonight, Osage wins 71-58. For Wild Wild West on camera and Chris Boom Boom Cannon back in the studio, and for Steve Adams, I am Craig Allen. Thank you for listening. This has been a presentation of Cool 102.7 Sports.
We know what you want, and we know when you need it. Keep listening, and we'll prove it. Cool 102.7.
I need your love. You got that hold over me. Long as I got your